Britain's farming industry is facing what campaigners describe as an existential threat, following Chancellor Rachel Reeves' controversial new tax measures. The so-called family farm tax, part of Labour's inheritance tax overhaul, has triggered nationwide outrage, major protests, and warnings of lasting damage to UK food security. Reeves' budget reforms include a 20% levy on combined agricultural and business property worth over £1 million or £3 million for couples starting next April. For generations, British farmers benefited from inheritance tax relief, allowing them to pass down their farms, often asset-rich but cash-poor, without facing crippling tax bills. Now, many warn they'll be forced to sell land just to pay the charges. Since the announcement last year, farmers have staged tractor convoys through Westminster, calling the policy a betrayal of Labour's election promise not to raise taxes for working people. Reports suggest that some have been pushed to the brink of despair, even suicide, over fears of losing family-run farms built over decades. Around 60% of Britain's food, including meat, dairy, eggs and cereals, is produced domestically, but the figure is lower for fruit and vegetables. The National Farmers Union warns that the inheritance tax raid could push up food prices, further squeezing consumers already struggling with the cost of living. Polls show overwhelming public sympathy for the farmers. Research by the More in Common think tank found that 57% of Britons, including many Labour voters, believe farmers should not pay inheritance tax on their land. Nearly half of those surveyed in August said the policy reflects poorly on the government.
The Commons.
Environment, Food and Rural Affairs Committee has also criticised the reforms, accusing ministers of pushing them through without proper consultation or impact assessment. Some rural Labour MPs have even broken ranks, warning the party risks alienating countryside voters. Speculation remains that Reeves may tweak the policy in next month's budget, though Farming Minister Dame Angela Eagle insists there will be no U-turn. Farmers, however, are not backing down. They're planning a nationwide Day of Unity protest on November 24th, just 2 days before the Chancellor's next budget, with tractor demonstrations across the UK from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Opposition parties have seized on the controversy. Conservative leader Kemi Badenoch has pledged to fight for the farmers putting food on our tables, while Reform UK's Nigel Farage called agriculture the backbone of Britain and vowed to reverse the tax if elected. As the standoff intensifies, the battle over Britain's fields is becoming symbolic of a wider struggle between a government desperate to raise revenue and the rural communities who feel they've been left to pay the price. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Your support means a lot.